But that right there is chicken. It's a nice one over there too. It's pretty amazing. I've used this one hemlock that's just been slowly degrading as my tool for whether it's going to be a good reishi year. Every single year for the last 9 years. I harvested from here last year. Definitely seems to be producing just a little bit less, but I can tell you it's going to be a pretty decent reishi year. I got a feeling I'm going to find a bunch today. Wow. Oh my. Perfect little nub. And you see that will grow out. The varnish will start to take over. If you do trim too close to the varnish, it will try to grow over the edge. But that's going to grow. This has got a lot of energy to it. Well, I have not been down there this year. And if you see this little line right there, and they're in all of them, they've been cut. So somebody definitely foraged these this year. Harvested them up. So don't get discouraged when other foragers have hit your spot, even after years. Because the reality is, it's new people who do not know your area, don't know how big it is, don't know the range of it. And for me, mine was just back there. Nice. Oh yeah. See? They missed all these big stumps back here, it looks like. There's a bunch of trees that blew over. I don't know. Oh, I see some more reishi back in there. Probably about 5 years ago, a bunch of these trees blew over. Nice. Yeah. Little fingerlings. Sweet. Yeah, very nice. Awesome. Yeah. That's what I saw over there on that tree. But along the way, yeah, there's no one over there. Well, it looks like that forager got here. I see that. Okay. Sometimes it's a little bit like being a detective, seeing who and how many people are in your spot. If a lot of people have harvested my spots, I usually kind of just move on, don't come back for the year. Either that or just push a little further. It's cool. The tree's knocked down. Still just fruits away. Cool. Yeah, somebody definitely cut this through here. Or ripped it off. Nice. Well, there's that last one over there that I just harvested. I guess I don't know if it's going to be a absolutely phenomenal reishi year, because usually each one of these is fruiting. Bing bong bong. These though, trying. It's got a funky color to it. Nice. Just gonna take that. Yeah, so I haven't found anything down here in about 6 years. And you can see that tree has no more energy, but that right there is chicken. Ho, ho, ho. Well, first chicken of the year. It's not big. Just tells me it's definitely out. Even though I gotta say, it actually does have some energy, but you'll see what I mean. Ooh. Nice. Very nice. Well, that is primo. Too bad it's not more. And then look at the little brain. Well, that would actually go and flatten out. But as you see, the tree itself is eaten up pretty good, so it doesn't have a lot of energy. There's a little one right there. Oh, so it is the time. There you go, chicken of the woods. First Leodoporus sulphurus of 2024. Nice. It's a nice one over there too. Yeah, look at that. Huh? Wow. It's a nice one. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is beautiful. Well, I guess that's going to be a couple pounds. I will try to sell that. And that is primo. Beautiful. It's been a long time since I found some chicken in the spring. That was really good. Awesome. On to the next thing. Yeah, that's not too bad. Those are light chickens just because it's really dark back there. But as you see the margins on them, they weren't going to gain any more weight. And I harvested what was considered primo. And then I got some reishi down in there. So yeah, that's, oh man, 4 pound pack maybe? Probably, yeah, somewhere in there. Mine. Nice. Awesome. Pretty neat. Whole bunch of reishi up there. That's like 12 feet up. Probably not going to get it. But that big old hemlock snapped and then fell down on the ground. It's lying across this bog, and for years it's been fruiting. That's really neat. Little tiny nubs. Nice. Grab that tip. And then you start coming down here and it's really going off. Bing, bang. There. Gotcha. Tiny fruit there. Yeah. Nice. They're getting pretty. Some down in there. Some right there, there. Nice. Nice. Alright, y'all. So here you are. I'm not sure, it's been 5 days, somewhere in that range. As you see where I harvested before, right there on that line. And this is what grew out. You can see where I left it, I cut up. So this thing grew. Again, there's that line. And then it'll grow. I can harvest again right there. Now, the biggest determining factor of whether this grows back is how much life is left in the tree. If there's a lot of life left in the tree and you cut this off, it's maybe 10% less. Maybe. But if it's much older and there's not a lot of nutrients left in the tree, yeah, and you cut that, it might not have a lot to keep growing. But most of the time, these hemlocks, they just keep on, keep it on. Yep. Pretty cool. You can see it really close. Nice cut line. So as foragers, we also deal with other foragers and people who don't have the exact same harvesting practices we do. This is one that I harvested, again, about 5 days ago. You can see it varnishing right over. Someone just ripped it off. Which again, it might grow. Yeah. It happens. That's why you gotta get out there and find your own spots. That way you can move on to more and more spots that nobody else is touching. Nice. Nice. Really nice when you can pull right up on the bike and forage your chaga. Probably just take that one piece, but yep, that gnarly. Just stumbled across this trail. Sweet. Now let me explain. There's a definite difference when it comes to chaga. Like that is super live chaga. And it means it hasn't been very wet. Sometimes it gets really dense. That's usually down low, where it really stays a lot wetter. But that is my primo chaga. Nice little heart. Yep, nice. That will do. Oh, wow. Wow. Now that's a quarry. That is spectacular. Just spectacular. Yeah, it looks like today's going to be a day of collecting some chaga for sure. I just got to stop this little trail I'm on. It's a little bit boggy, but oh my goodness. You can see that up there, but that is a big old horn. It doesn't even look like it's on a birch, except for the little tiny birch behind it. Oh, wow. Yep. Nice. That is awesome. Yeah, these little areas that no one comes to. That is about the size that this tree can support. It's only been here so long, so that, awesome. All right, best way to harvest a big piece of chaga way up high, which I got a couple pieces, is just a big stick. And unless they're really up against the tree, you can almost always just take it and bada bing, bada boom. Nice. Very nice. All right. That is a decent little haul of chaga. I was not expecting that today. And I hope this answers your question if I care whether you harvest it in the winter or not. After a decade and using it medicinally, there's no difference. Never heard it justified to me why there would be in any form other than wives' tales. So get out there and find it, y'all. Don't get discouraged if you see reishi from last year and there's none that's fruiting this year, even if it's a big standing tree that probably has enough nutrients in it to fruit for a while. But these things, even in a good year, they don't fruit every year. So just look in the area. But that just means that, you know, some of the stumps might be inoculated with some of that spores. But don't get too distraught, because they do not do it every single year, even with a good year. All right, y'all. So I harvested these trees just a few days back. And as you see, there's not much hindrance to some of the growth. Again, maybe 10%. You can clearly see the line where I cut it. There you go. Check this out. And in here maybe would be where you're losing some growth. But look at the size of that. It's pretty cool. On this side. Again, harvested all that. Now I don't have time to do it again. And it's really, if the tree has enough nutrients, it will go and go as long as the growing conditions are favorable. Reishi is a really awesomely resilient mushroom. All right, here it is. This is probably the world record for smallest birch with a chaga. Look at that little thing. But I mean, I do not know if I've ever seen, I don't know if I've ever seen a small birch like that. That's for that chaga. That's cute. Itty bitty. So, as you see, all it needs is a crack in the birch for the chaga to get in, and it will grow. Doesn't have to be old.